Okay, time for another check-in with the Twin Doctors. We're breaking down health fact and health fiction.
Right here on the
Right.
show. So this morning we have a few questions for Doctors Idris and Jamil Abdur-Rahman, also known as Dr. I, Dr. J. So good to see you guys once again.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, so let's kick things off with our handy dandy paddles. True or false, playing music for your baby while that baby is in the womb can make him or her smarter?
True.
True.
Well, let me tell you, my mom played tons of music, and we're not that smart, so it is
you're
actually
doctors,
false.
come
It's false.
on.
You're
Shh, don't
kidding.
do that.
Oh, get out of
It's
here.
false. It is false. So people think that if you play music for your baby in the womb, that it makes them smarter. It does not. But what it does is the baby will recognize those tones,
Yes.
right? And so after delivery, when baby's a few months old, they'll hear those tones, increase that neuroplasticity, they'll start to speak earlier.
So
They're
how
not
does that not make
smarter.
them smart? Not make them smarter?
Who
To
may
speak
say silly
earlier?
things. Who knows what they're saying? But they're not smarter, but they will talk earlier. So it does help.
I will give one anecdotal story. My mother's, she had 7 children, and the youngest, Joshua, she would play the same song out of the womb as she did in the womb, and he
Yeah.
would stop crying. He would be soothed by the song.
That's a benefit enough then.
So they can't
Do
hear it.
So,
Okay.
so it's not about intelligence, but you might be able to stop your crying baby.
Shut
True
'em
or
up.
false? Sleeping in on the weekends because you're tired and sleep deprived throughout the week can actually make you age faster.
Oh, say it ain't
I
so.
hope it's false.
I'm saying false just because it
But
needs to
I
be
feel like it's
false.
going to be true because you're not supposed to change your sleep schedule. I don't know.
That's actually correct. So this is the deal. People think that sleeping more on the weekends allows them to catch up for a lack of sleep during the week, right? And that's healthy. And that's actually not the case. So this is the deal. When you're sleep deprived, we know that creates chronic
sad.
inflammation that leads to a whole set of problems: diabetes, high blood pressure, increased risk of cancer. So people thinking, well, let me sleep in over the weekend, catch up on it, and revert those responses. That doesn't happen. What ends up happening is when you sleep in, you totally throw off your circadian rhythms. Circadian rhythms are super important in promoting health. And so when you throw off your circadian rhythms, now you have aberrations in these hormones like ghrelin and leptin and insulin. And so
I've
you
heard
start
this.
to overeat and you gain weight
thought
and
it
you
was a
become
myth.
diabetic. You know, it's absolutely true. And so you actually tend to have poor health side effects. And so they recommend you got to find that sweet spot. 7 hours a day, waking up with the sun like a rooster.
We don't do
you
that
boost your
here.
serotonin.
Yeah, I got some
We
questions,
wake up
Dr.
with the sun
J.
like a rooster. You have to cock-a-doodle-doo, too. You have to cock-a-doodle-doo.
We
That's
wake up at
Doesn't work if you don't do that.
we wake up at 1:30, you know, on the weekdays. Are we supposed to do that on the weekend too? There's no sun
Well,
involved.
no. So you should wake up in between 5 and 6 on the weekend, and then
Oh.
your circadian rhythms will get kicked into gear.
Oh, I do
and you'll be
that.
a
Do
healthier
that.
person.
That's what we do.
Yeah, there
okay.
you go.
See?
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so
Done.
much for that. True or false? Fish oil supplements are a must for any adult over 50.
True.
True.
Fish oil's good for you.
Yes and no. So as I rapidly
see.
approach 50, let me tell you, I've been doing fish oil for a while.
You're not doing well today.
You're not doing well today at all. I'm so disappointed. But no, so the fish oil, it's not that fish oil is bad, okay? But what you're
Okay.
looking for are those omega-3 fatty acids, all
That's
right?
that's a fish oil.
Not all fish oil. That's the thing. You got to read those
Okay, see,
labels.
you
You got
trying
to
to be
read those. I'm
tricky.
tricking you. You got to read those labels.
Question.
Get your omega-3 fatty acids. That's what's going to reduce the inflammation, reduce the risk
Yes.
of diabetes,
Salmon.
hypertension. There you go. Salmon,
Yeah.
cold water fish,
Sardines.
mackerel, all those things. You got to make sure it's got those omega-3 fatty acids. Don't just go for any fish oil. Get the omega-3.
Check the omega-3.
Okay.
Check it out.
Checking right when I get home. Thank you both so much, as always. A pleasure to see you each and every week.
Next time we'll do better.
We'll do better.
Yeah.
Maybe. To have your medical or health questions answered on our show by Dr. I and Dr. J, message them on social media. You can find them at the Twin Doctors _.